All right, let's talk about something that, let's be honest, most of us see as a total chore, the literature review. But what if I told you it's actually one of the most powerful tools you have? Because when you do it right, a lit review is so much more than just a summary.
So does this sound familiar? You've got like a mountain of articles. You've carefully written out a little summary for each one, and you've lined them all up in a document. But it just feels, I don't know, kind of flat, right? Disconnected. If that's you, you might be missing the entire point, and that's exactly what we're going to unpack right now.
So this problem is so common, let's just give it a name. We're going to call it the summary trap. It's this default mode that almost everyone falls into, and it's pretty much the biggest thing standing between a mediocre review and a truly great one.
And, our source for this really hits the nail on the head, warning that a literature review should be, quote, not merely a collection of source summaries. That phrase right there, that's the core of the trap. It's basically a big warning sign against creating what's just a glorified annotated bibliography. The real goal is something way deeper.
And this right here, this is the whole shift in mindset you need to make. Over on the left, you've got the trap, just passively collecting summaries. But look at the right. The goal isn't about what other people have said. It's a comprehensive representation of your understanding. All of a sudden, the spotlight isn't on the sources anymore. It's on you.
Okay, so how do we actually escape this trap? How do we make that jump from just collecting stuff to, creating this comprehensive representation? Well, let's find out. It's time to go beyond the summary.
And here it is. This is the secret sauce. The secret isn't summarizing what you've read. It's synthesizing it. See, summarizing just reports on what's already happened. Synthesizing is an active, creative process where you build something new for the future.
So with that idea of synthesis in our heads, we can totally redefine what a literature review is. It's not a book report anymore. It is a comprehensive representation of your understanding that creates a foundation and justification for your research. Did you catch those two key words? Foundation and justification. Your review suddenly becomes this powerful argument for why your study even needs to exist in the first place.
Think about it like building a house. You would never, ever build a house on like a pile of loose sand, right? Well, your research project is that house. And the literature review? That's the solid, concrete foundation you have to pour first. It has to be strong enough to hold up everything else you're going to build on top of it. So let's talk about building your foundation.
So a really good synthesized review, it does these 4 critical things for you. 1, it creates that rock-solid foundation we were just talking about. 2, it justifies your study by proving there's a real need for it. 3, it shows that you know what you're talking about, that you're up to speed on the current conversation. And finally, it actually helps you and your reader truly get the full picture of the research problem itself.
Okay, so we get why we need to synthesize, but how do we actually do it? This isn't just about mashing quotes together. It's about seeing a new pattern in all the old material. It's what we'll call the art of synthesis.
Really, it kind of boils down to a process like this. Step 1, you obviously still have to analyze each individual source. You have to know them inside and out. But step 2 is where the magic really happens. You start to identify the connections, the debates, the contradictions, and, this is the most important part, the gaps between what all the sources are saying. Then, in step 3, you use all that to build your new argument, showing how your research is the perfect next step.
And when you pull all of this off, your literature review completely transforms. It stops being this thing you just have to get through. It actually becomes the strong, flexible spine of your entire project. It becomes your research's backbone.
And this, right here, is probably the most important thing to remember. A great literature review doesn't just look backwards at what's already been done. Its real power is in looking forward. It becomes your roadmap, showing you exactly where the gaps are and lighting the way for how you should conduct your research to fill them. So I'll leave you with this one question to ask yourself next time you're working on a project. Is your review just a backward-looking list of what other people have already said? Or is it a forward-looking launchpad, perfectly built to rocket your own research into brand new territory? Because that choice, it makes all the difference.